Right, Doctor Khumalo was part of Bafana Bafana's engine room. He dictated football matches alongside the late John Shoes Mushweu. Now, the pair were instrumental during the Bafana Bafana's Africa Cup of Nations success in 1996. Khumalo was one of the late coach Clive Barker's favourite players, and he joins us now to pay his tribute to the legendary coach who died earlier today. Dr. Khumalo, good evening to you. Thank you so much for making the time. Now, speaking of Coach Barker, I mean, his passion and abilities in football and coaching can't be disputed. But he was more than just a coach, wasn't he?
Yeah, yes, good evening, Nicole, and good evening to the viewers. I never thought that this moment would come in my life. Paying tribute to the man that made us to be who we are today. And Clive was more than a coach to us. He was a father figure, a mentor, a friend. And he also believed in my skills, and every now and then, whenever we have a game for Bafana, he will always single me out and ask to have a one-on-one meeting with me. And I didn't understand why was he doing that, because I wasn't different at all to any other player. But he did explain at some stage that I have a capability in terms of turning the game around and making Bafana Bafana win the games. But I'm so sad because, and happy on the other hand, because I had an opportunity to see Coach Clive live to talk meeting. I had an opportunity to sit with him, and it pains me to have seen him the way he was. His state was not a very good one at all. But I must say that it's beyond our control. I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't know, because who's next?
You are quite right, Doc. Yes, it is beyond our control. But you've also mentioned that, you had the opportunity to be coached by this legend. So speaking about that, he believed in the South African style of football, dribbling, show me your number, and shiboba. But he was able to get the best out of it, and that brought the first AFCON in the country. How do we find that balance again as Bafana Bafana?
I don't want to insinuate anything or put pressure to the current crop, because personnel on the field is different, and the technical team is different. But the only remaining thing is the national team is the same, and the national anthem is the same, and the flag that they're representing. But the courage Clive that gave us is immense, because he would get the best of us from nothing. And the only thing that he managed to do, he made us to be one family. And also, he made it a point that certain individuals understand the strengths of all the players that are involved in the game. He was the only one that had that eye and that vision. Surprisingly, this is the man, and I don't know how, because Clive, from nowhere, out of nothing, in 1995, he said, guys, 1996, we are going to be crowned champions. We love it. And he said, now he was about to conclude the speech. He said to us, I remember vividly, we were training at Brent Stadium, and he said, 1998, for the first time, I'm going to take South Africa to the World Cup. I even said, come on, Clive, stop dreaming. What are you talking about? To my surprise, he was. He took the country to the 1998 World Cup.
Dr. Khumalo, very quickly, before you go. You know, we've talked to Steve Crowley today as well as Roger Desar. We spoke to Neil Tovey, and now with yourself. The one thing that is common, speaking to every single one of you, you speak of the coach so fondly, and it really is great to hear. Literally everybody that speaks of him, and even everything I've seen on social media, it is really fond memories of him. So very quickly before you go, any words of condolences to his family, his loved ones, and the South African fans?
Yeah, well, we've lost an icon, a leader, and I never saw this coming. But to the Barker family, may his soul rest in peace, and with the football fraternity, we all praising a great hero that made us to who we are, South Africans. But his legacy will live on.
Thank you so much for that. We're going to have to leave it there for now. That's former Bafana midfielder and legend Doctor Khumalo. The thread of the day has been, you know, words of condolences pouring in for football great former Bafana coach Clive Barker.